which Dr. Christine Blasey Ford could testify before the committee. Incredibly, you did so well before the 10 p.m. deadline you had arbitrarily imposed just hours before. The imposition of aggressive and artificial deadlines regarding the date and conditions of any hearing has created tremendous and unwarranted anxiety and stress on Dr. Ford. Your cavalier treatment of a sexual assault survivor who has been doing her best to cooperate with the committee is completely inappropriate. Yesterday, we had what we thought was a productive dialogue about the conditions Dr. Ford would find acceptable to be able to testify before the Senate Judiciary Committee about her allegations of sexual assault involving Judge Brett Kavanaugh. Rather than continuing that dialogue, Senator Grassley today conveyed a counterproposal through the media, insisting that she appear for a hearing on a date I expressly told you was not feasible for her. Hours after those media accounts first appeared, you sent a response to the proposals that we had conveyed in good faith yesterday. You rejected a number of the proposals that are important to Dr. Ford to ensure that the process would be a fair one, including subpoenaing Mark Judge to testify. Mark Judge, of course, is the person who Dr. Ford has named as essentially an alleged co-assailant in this attack. Dr. Ford has said that Mark Judge, who was a classmate of Brett Kavanaugh's, was in the room and essentially helping participate in the attack when it allegedly happened. So again, that line, you rejected a number of the proposals that are important to Dr. Ford to ensure that the process would be a fair one, including subpoenaing Mark Judge to testify. Instead, you spent much of your email making points that distorted the requests we had made and the sequence of events. It would be fruitless to review each of those misstatements, as it is now abundantly clear that regardless of the assurances Senator Grassley has made, you have been tasked with pressuring Dr. Ford to agree to conditions you find advantageous to the nominee, and also with denying Democratic members of the Senate Judiciary Committee any input about how this hearing would proceed. When we urged you to include them, meaning Democrats, in our discussions today, you rejected that request outright, accusing them, Democrats, of being the source of leaks. Even more disturbing, while you took almost a full day to consider our proposal, you demanded a response to your proposal this evening. By email sent today at 4:01 p.m., we advised you that Dr. Ford had traveled to meet with the FBI for several hours about the death threats she has been receiving, and we would need until tomorrow to confer with her and to be able to provide you with a well-considered response. Rather than allowing her the time she needs to respond to the take-it-or-leave-it demands you conveyed, you sent us an email at 5:47 p.m., which you again gave to the media first, insisting that we accept your invitation for a Wednesday hearing by 10 p.m. tonight. I now have learned that Senator Grassley has scheduled the committee's vote on Brett Kavanaugh for this Monday. The 10 p.m. deadline is arbitrary. Its sole purpose is to bully Dr. Ford and to deprive her of the ability to make a considered decision that has life-altering implications for her and her family. She has already been forced out of her home and continues to be subject to harassment, hate mail, and death threats. Our modest request is that she be given an additional day to make her decision. And then it is signed by attorney representing Christine Blasey Ford. They're asking for one additional day to make her decision. Again, you are learning this, you are reading this as I am reading this. We're going to see what we can do to figure out what the response to this is going to be, either from the Judiciary Committee or if there's anything further coming from Dr. Ford's side or from her legal representation. This is just it. I'll be right back.